Should be live. I think so because I can hear myself. Yeah, there we go. Also, real quick before we begin, I do have a couple things I want to bring up. Hi everyone. By the way, that was just the mic giving out. Hi. So first of all, T-Chep, thank you for following. You are awesome. As you can see, we have a bot set up, and you have a few different things you can do with him. If you want to see what they are, put in exclamation point commands. Let me just real quickly get onto Streamlabs and do that. And these that you see, all of those there, those are the different commands you can put in. Some of them can only be one of them can only be put in by mods. If you hear noises in the background, that's Blitzio Arts. That's my boyfriend. Yeah, he decided kind of last minute he wanted to join, and you know I'm always happy to have people join when I do silly things like this. Forgive me if I'm a little bit disorganized right now. Basically, I was running around very last minute, having to do a bunch of updates and whatnot, and everything's kind of being annoying. Also, assuming that everything is working right, we now have cute little graphics and overlays. So if you follow, you get a cute little graphic of Tails. See? If you sub, it's the same thing with different music. If you do donation, if you do a host, which I'm still not entirely sure what that is, and if you send me some bits, same thing. I should mention that the bot, is it supposed to be a blank screen? Yes, Kaku, it's supposed to be a blank screen because I just wanted to show all the stuff off before. I saw the overlay, fantastic. Okay, so the overlay is working, great. I just wanted to set up all of the stuff before we begin, and just kind of show it off. You may notice that we have a bot now. His name is Fenbot, not Fembot, Fenbot, and you can do different commands with him. Depending on how much points you accrue, you can make him do different things. Hang on, I just... I already put the thing in the to show how to do it, but just in case, let me yeah, sorry, I'm still figuring things out. There's supposed to be a command to show how many points you have. I don't know why it's not here, because I had it ready to go. Okay, whatever. So basically, you, certain actions require a certain amount of points. I thought I had something set up so where you could see how many points you had. Like the screen... Put it... Like, Anyway, let's... Enough of the finagling. Again, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because this is, a bunch of last-minute changes, and I had to do a whole bunch of last-minute testing and whatnot, and my computer's being a pain, and I had to like download an external program to get certain programs to run in window mode, and I'm just a mess right now, so apologies for that. So we should be good to go. I'll just have that up while I boot up the game. Okay, so today we're going to be playing Sonic Generations, but as you no doubt gathered by the title, it's going to be a little bit different. God, the game audio is like really loud. Fun. Hi, what I wish. So yeah, as you can see, the game's a little bit different this time around. We are not playing Sonic Generations, we are playing Shadow Generations, and now the controller is not working. Hang on. I have to quit and come back, I think. So this stream's going great so far. How are y'all doing? Okay, let's try this again. The controller I'm using turned off. I wish... I should finish my Sonic Generations as well. You should, it's a damn good game. Oh, and by the way, if you want to donate or anything, let me just real quick get my mouse back. I'm using 2 screens. I'm also eating, because I didn't get the chance to eat dinner yet. So, you can shoot me a tip to my Streamlabs if you want, and it should pop up on the stream. So that's a lot of fun. Where is my mouse pointer? Oh my god. Well, yes, I am panicking a little bit. Why do you ask? Alright, so we're actually just going to start a new game. Yeah, that's fine. So, unlike the others, unlike more recent Sonic games, this game starts off just with gameplay. And as you can see, I'm classic Shadow, whose skating animation's a little bit jank. I have no idea who made this mod. I found it archived. So, oh jeez. Yeah, I'm using a Switch Pro controller, but it has an Xbox controller, like, setup. So, like, obviously the X button's the X button, and it does all those actions. But it's based on where the X button is on the Switch Pro. So there's going to be a little bit of me fumbling about. And Blitzio is just setting up in the background. You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
So, Blitzio, you mind telling people what it is that you do in case they're not necessarily familiar?
Well, to those of you who don't know, I'm known as, go by Blitzio Arts VA. I am a voice actor, a writer, director as well for various little projects. And I'm eventually looking to get my own animated series off the ground, so that's going to be fun, too.
Yeah, he has the first draft of his pilot ready to go,
a few first drafts, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, so, okay, the first draft that I've read. So yeah, anyway, this is Shadow Generations. I would love to credit the modder like I do with The Sims 4, but I have no idea who modded this, because I found it archived, because I guess it wasn't technically finished. It's mostly finished, like all like the animations and whatnot are good to go. It's not all that glitchy. I did notice that it does cause some weird stuff with momentum, but it's like very minor stuff, so I might die a couple of times. I'm not looking to like 100% the game or anything. I'm just looking to do like a playthrough. I don't know how many, I guess, episodes of this we're gonna do. I don't know. Oh, we got Ring King. I'm also gonna be eating while we do this.
At least 18.
Babe, this game doesn't have 18 hours of content. What, Sonic, what are you doing here? So the reason why this is Sonic, and you might be able to tell because like the resolution on this is higher than its original intended resolution, is that this is an FMV rather than an in-game engine. I have no idea why, because it uses the in-game models and everything. But it's an FMV.
You can tell because he has much better JPEG.
Or worse JPEG, I don't know.
He has less jaundice in this one. Unfortunately, they couldn't make him look like Tim Curry.
They couldn't make him look like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Imagine Shadow the Hedgehog, but he's played by Tim Curry.
Oh my god, yes, I would
That
love
would be amazing. I'd pay good money for that.
I kind of wish I streamed this a few days ago because Sonic had, the series had its anniversary.
So Blaze is here. I'm guessing this is after they reset the universe in 06.
Well, yeah.
So Blaze's, spoilers, Blaze's death doesn't really mean anything.
Well, I mean, considering that there are Unleashed in Colors levels in this, I would say yes, it is after Sonic 06.
Even though there is a Sonic 06 stage in this game.
Well, considering that it's dealing with weird chronal time travel BS. Oh no, it's Sega killing all of Sonic's friends off!
Oh no, Charmy, the best Sonic character.
Okay, am I alone in liking Charmy B? I like Charmy B. I think he's cute.
I like Charmy, but he doesn't do anything.
Well, do any of the
well, there goes Blaze, back to her weird
soul dimension.
What dimension?
Except that that's not where she even ends up. Can you imagine if Eggman just accidentally... Oh, by the way, spoilers, the main villain's Eggman. Can you imagine if Eggman just sent Blaze back to the soul dimension and then she's just like, well, that was dumb, and then she just heads back to help Sonic?
That would have been cool. It would have been another sequel to Sonic Rush.
Well, Feathered... I know, right? Flint! By the way, everyone say hi to Flint.
Hi, Flint.
I enjoyed your stream earlier. So far, the only streams of yours I've been able to catch have been 51 Clubhouse games. Alright, so we're going to play the first stage of what I consider the...
Oh, what's it gonna be? It's Green Hill.
Okay, yeah, but this was before it was overdone. This was really cool, actually, seeing Green Hill
I'm just
in
saying
HD.
that because it's always the first stage in any type of Sonic game.
Oh,
so...
why did the boost give out there? You see, little weird control things occasionally happen on this mod, because when I was playing this modless, I didn't have any of these problems. It's small things, so if you see me look like a moron, half the time it's the mod, half the time it's because I can't play video games.
Gotta do it doucement.
What?
You gotta do it softly, like the French say, doucement.
Oh, I should know that, considering my French isn't that good.
Mine isn't either.
Oh. But anyway, these are what I consider the best parts of the game, is the modern Sonic sections, because they're basically, what if Sonic Unleashed had better physics and controls? Is basically what they are. They're less Sonic Colors, which I also like, but it's definitely a lot more simplified, but this is basically like they, it's basically just the daytime stages from Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, hey, you remember the Orca from Emerald
It's
Coast?
back in Pog form.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I mean, those robot fish are from Sonic 1.
Well, I mean,
they just aren't that giant.
Yeah,
you know?
and you think of Sonic Adventure, and, like, that's the first thing that pops into your brain.
Well, when I think of Sonic Adventure, I think of Perfect Chaos and Open Your Heart.
Well,
personally.
yeah, but in terms of, like, stages, the Orca chasing you is the first thing you really think of.
Feathered Flint? No, I haven't. I was thinking after I finish the regular run-through of this game, I could do, like, the Unleashed project. And we could play, like, Shadow Unleashed, but because Shadow didn't, like, get trapped by Eggman, there's no Werehog nonsense.
Yeah.
So there's no Shadow the Werehog.
Yeah, that's basically what this is just like, okay, let's just take the modern Sonic stages from Unleashed, but don't put the Werehog in it.
It's still kind of sad that I have to mod the game to play as Shadow the Hedgehog, though. But yeah, as you can see, the animations for, like, whatever... Like, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. You can see the white...
Now, if only he'd just lift up his other arm just slightly more, then he would be T-posing.
Also a better drift. Yes, Damashi, also a better drift. Okay, so we're continuing the Sonic Adventure storyline of everyone confusing Shadow for Sonic. Look at...
I guess, yeah.
Shadow, you're sounding a lot less self-hating now. Oh,
Shadow,
thank
do you
you.
have a cold? You sound a little bit weird today.
Yo, thank you, Josiah 21642. E. E. Thank you, Josiah. Thank you for the follow. And we got the cute little Tails animation and everything.
Aww.
You can't hear the game at all? Hang on, let me just, Okay, so
I think that should be better now.
yeah, I turned on desktop audio, so I don't know, maybe that was the problem. That Shadow looks like a plush. He does, actually. Classic Shadow looks like a plush.
Fair...
Can you hear the game audio now, Flint? I can now switch. Classic Shadow's adorable abomination.
There we go.
That's better. I like Damashi's comment. Classic Shadow's an adorable abomination. What's actually funny is that in an earlier build of this mod, Classic Shadow looked like Sonic Adventure 2 Shadow. But like really stumpy.
But I guess technically speaking,
That is Classic Shadow. Also good. Good Kaku, thank you. I'm glad. So now we know that it more than just Flint can hear the game. So it was just I'm dumb and I forgot to turn on the desktop audio.
Oh, good. Miami looks so great.
I was thinking New York.
I don't know. This looks more like Miami.
I've never... Little loud, but yeah, it's a bit loud, isn't it? Is there like... hold on.
Are we loud, or is it just like
I think he means the game audio. Like, T-Chip means like the game audio. Here, I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio because it's on full. This stream will be known as troubleshooting the stream. In fact, I might actually call it that when I upload the archive to YouTube. Oh, that was weird. Oh, jeez. Is
that better?
Yeah, is that better? Still a bit loud? Well, I missed that red ring. Oh, wow!
Look at that Paper Mario enemy.
Am I going the right way? Yeah, there we go. He looks like Super Shadow when he dashes.
Okay, yeah, I think the audio's been fixed.
I think the reason why he looks a little bit Super Shadowy is because in Sonic Generations there's a bit of like a sort of colored sort of aura effect when Sonic spin dashes, I think. And so Shadows is naturally going to be like orange or like reddish orange, whatever. I will say, even though I do like the classic Sonic sections and Generations, it's definitely a little bit hard to go back to this after
I love when the classic Sonic or classic Shadow is just like in the air, but the running animation is still going. I love that he just looks like he's really angry. He's just...
Oh no, the shadow skating, the classic shadow skating animation sure is something.
He just looks really angry.
Yeah. I keep missing red rings.
The anger. Use your boost to get through.
Try a U-turn.
I love how Shadow did that entire stage, and yet Sonic still takes the credit for it.
Yeah, so it turns out in modern times, Shadow is just Luigi.
Love that animation.
No,
So
to me,
good.
it's funny because because it's like this fun hyperactive animation, but then his face is just completely dead.
You collect the red rings, but don't collect too many, because then it'll kill your Xbox.
Ah, joke's on you, we're playing this on PC. I do actually own this on Xbox. I think it plays at 30 frames? I'd need to go back and play the Xbox version again, but frankly, I like this PC port so much, it's like, I almost don't really want to go back.
It plays good enough.
I mean, yeah, no, it's a perfectly fine port, but like, I can be Shadow in this version, and that automatically makes it better.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I've beaten this game 200%. I didn't even realize that there was a 200%.
It's like the weird, like, percentages in Spyro. Like,
I was thinking Donkey Kong Country, because
Spyro
like they
also has those weird percentages where it's like complete the game 116%, but it's like, what?
Yeah, like Donkey Kong Country, yeah, like makes it like even weirder, where it's like 106%. It's like, okay, game, thanks for that.
Also, I'm a little bit further from the mic. Am I being picked up okay?
Yeah, is everyone picking up Blitzy all right? Oh, okay, yeah, it's the boost button. I think it forces it's the stomp button to go down. I might be misremembering.
That blue portal goo.
Excuse you, these existed before. Fuck. You know, the whole reason I was being slow and methodical is I wanted to try and get that red ring, and then I completely missed it. And excuse you, they existed before Portal. Yep. Okay. So according to
apparently I can be heard, so that's good.
Well, there goes the "Don't go into the water" achievement. All right, whatever. Also, a really weird thing that I noticed is that the X button is like the display for the X button is red in this mod. I don't get that. Because like if you're using like an Xbox controller, the X is still blue. I mean, I get it. I'm playing as Shadow, but that just seems a little. That seems like a really doofy little attention to detail. But yeah, that is the one thing that I can say though for forces that is pretty alright. It lets me play as Shadow. And I missed that. I missed that a lot. Now if only we could get Tails and like Silver and Blaze, I'd be down.
Hey babe.
Yeah?
Do you think like rappers like
Whoa, what was that?
what?
Oh, nothing, just the camera did something really okay,
Oh,
well,
there we go. Anyway, do you think rappers they're the sandwiches they eat, do you think they only eat wraps?
why? Why? That is completely unrelated to what I was talking about.
It is a complete non sequitur, yes. But it is still a legitimate question. Chat, what do you think?
Chat, what do you guys think? So yeah, so much for getting S rank in all these stages, I guess. Nope. Boo! Yeah, I'm with Teacher. Boo! You whore.
Oh, you got the thing.
I got the thing. I like how Shadow just completely destroyed this power plant, or like this chemical plant. This, I guess, is also an FMV. It doesn't look especially though. So they just stumbled across this place after Shadow just tore the crap out of it.
And then we got a little bit more color back. I think. Oh no, Amy's alive again.
And she's gonna confuse Shadow for Sonic again. There's just something
Amy,
about
we've been over this, sweetheart.
Amy, for the love of God, I'm not Sonic.
She's done that to like every new Hedgehog character that shows up.
Yes, Shadow, Silver, but really that's about it.
Yeah. Although they're really the only like, you know.
Okay, Shadow I kind of get because at least within the
guess.
context of the narrative, they even point out that he happens to look like Sonic. Silver, I don't get. Why? How would you?
She had the sun in her eyes.
I like T-Chip. Oh no, Amy's still alive. I'm fine with Amy being alive. I like Amy. I actually like most of the extended Sonic cows.
One detail that I do like though about this is that the enemies change the aesthetic depending on what level they're in.
Yeah, they didn't
like
have
that.
they didn't have to do that, but
No,
they
could
did.
have just made them generic egg pawns.
And what's actually kind of nice is that the enemies, it's not much, but the enemies actually have a bit more enemy variety than a lot of the other 3D Sonic games because of it. Because I love like Sonic Adventure and whatnot, but other than like the artificial chaos, all the enemies basically function the exact same. And like sure, there's some of them that fly or whatever, but for the most part they function the same. There really isn't.
We need to go rescue Suckles.
Wait, why do we want to rescue Knuckles again?
Because he owes me money. I'm not letting him die before he doesn't give me my money back.
Okay, so who is Shadow talking? Okay, so obviously I'm talking to you, but within the context of this weird Shadow Generations, who is he talking to right now?
Black Doom is still in his head.
What, like Doom's Eye is just following him around and is just like, hey, you wanna come to the dark side?
No, Doom's Eye he still sees it, but it's like, it's just a figment of his imagination. So he still sees it, and then everybody's like, Shadow, who are you talking to?
I don't know.
Well, that's creepy. Please, stop.
Shadow, we're here for you, man! Hey, you missed a red ring on that fountain. Yes, I've missed a lot of red rings, Josiah. You might notice from the... You might notice the fact that I died in Chemical Plant. I'm not taking this playthrough of the game too seriously. So, I have 100% of the game before. It's honestly, other than like maybe some of like the optional missions, it's not that hard to 100%. So at least I didn't find that it was. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not taking this terribly seriously, especially since I'm not really going to be like showing off any of like the bonus content, like the artwork or anything. So, you know. I beat it in one sitting. Yes, that is pretty I'm not terribly shocked because this isn't. Yeah, that's not unheard of, and this isn't a terribly long game. I don't have the patience to play a game for longer than about like 6 to 8 hours at a time. What the hell?
Or Adler when he played Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay, so yeah, again, that's another example of like weird physics things that seem to happen with this mod.
That
like,
he just lost all momentum.
Yeah, it just kind of gave out on me, and I don't know why that is. Because it's not like that they're doing anything that should be affecting the momentum.
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a little again. This was unfinished, so it is a little jank.
I've seen way worse.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised that there isn't like a more polished Shadow Generation.
Honestly, Battlefield. Oh, you mean the mod?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the game. I'm like, man, for an unfinished game, it still seems pretty good.
No, Sonic Generations was completely finished. It's just really short.
You gotta rank up.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those grapes. Those are some tasty-looking grapes.
Fun little fact of trivia. The reason why there are grapes there is because in the Sonic 3 manual, Knuckles' favorite food is described as grapes. At least in the American one. I don't know about the Japanese one. Either way, it's just a cool little detail.
Oh, does that I would love for Knuckles to have a little hobby and it's just winemaking.
Oh no!
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah.
He just does a little, like, behind the little Master Emerald thing, he has like a little vineyard.
Unfortunately, his wine is full of glycol, so he can't sell it.
Oh no. You should
What can I say? He likes his wine sweet.
He should talk to Dan Aykroyd about getting wine that doesn't have glycol in it.
Why is that even a thing that can happen? Okay. Unfortunately, he tries to talk to Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd's like, "What do you think I am, crazy? I don't do wine, I only do vodka." That was my abysmal Dan Aykroyd impression. I hope you all liked it. As you can probably tell, I'm much better at doing Shadow the Hedgehog's voice than I am Dan Aykroyd. And even then, it's not... Aykroyd. Okay, so, oh my god. There we go. I do not like the speed up much with this mod on with the weird physics. Aside from all of my prattling, how's chat doing? Because I haven't asked that yet, and I'm obliged to ask that every stream because that's literally what I do, like, every few minutes during my streams. So, because I don't normally have a lot to talk about. I know I said I wasn't getting red rings or anything, but it's right there.
Look at
Mon
that
Dieu.
death egg in the background.
Isn't it? I know it looks great.
It looks like two balls and a bong. I mean, it kind of does. Look at it.
Okay. The balls I get. Where's the bong?
His nose.
That does not look like any bong I've ever seen.
I didn't know.
Oh shit!
Says the person who's never smoked out of a bong before.
Ooh, I nearly cussed there. Okay, so hang on, I'm just gonna take a second to check chat. My computer started on this game I play. Oh, Kaku, that's unfortunate. Do you have like an Xbox 360 or something? Because it's on Xbox. Josiah just said Aykroyd. Oh, Aykroyd. Aykroyd. What I wish just said Mon Dieu, which I.
My God.
Yeah, my God. Thank you. That's what it was.
Oh my God.
And the Great Milk Steak is doing okay. Maybe with the new PC I can try again. Absolutely, because like I have a decent like okay PC, but it's not like super powerful. It's about on par with like a standard Xbox One, I'd say. It should be able to run just fine. Sonic Generations is not a terribly RAM-intensive game or anything, so, I mean, it can run on an Xbox 360, for God's sakes. So... like, where did you see stuttering? And I'm assuming during, like, the modern Sonic sections, because I would argue that's where things get the most hectic and crazy. God dang it. I do not like speed up with this mod on. I do not like speed up with this mod on. It really oh, speaking of, I like how I was talking about, you know, it's fine, it's gonna run things okay, and I was, like, getting frame drops. That wasn't the stream, in case you're curious. That was actually the game.
I like how he shot at nothing.
Look, egg robos, they try their best, but they're not very smart, okay? Maybe with I just built a new PC and it was exciting. I've never...
Cool.
Kaku, I've never built a PC.
Oh, look at the parrots!
Oh yeah, parrots!
You know, parrots in the
Look
background.
at those low quality texture parrots.
He got an S rank. S is for succulent hamburgers,
You mean steamed ham?
which is what we ate, and they were delicious.
As for steamed hams. Also
Yes.
lots of pitfalls. Definitely won't recommend building your own PC to others. Yeah, I hear it's like, it's good and fun if you have the mind for it.
Yeah, if you have the know-how and the
That's
full, like, desire to actually put through all
yeah. Broke a used... Oh, that sucks, Kaku.
the face Knuckles made when he was frozen.
Finally, I can make my wine again!
Oh my god, those grapes are huge! Like, look at them, they're like the size of his nose. Like, even bigger.
Oh no, Shadow doesn't like being called fat. Definitely the cheapest way to get a computer, though. Yeah, I would say, it's probably cheaper to just build one. I didn't do that. I have a,
Is that the same model for Knuckles that they used in, Forces? It looks very, very similar.
all the character models and forces, and like basically every game from Unleashed onward have used not exactly the same, but
like
similar
altered versions.
Yeah, like similar models.
Kind of like how Pokemon just has reused for the... I think it's the N64 models. They have just reused them, but like up to the textures on them since Pokemon Stadium.
No, because honestly, I feel like that the Pokemon Stadium models look better than the ones in Sword and Shield sometimes.
Oh, it depends. Some of them look... What the...
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about.
Some of them look good, but others don't look that great. Like, if you play Pokemon XD and you see Golduck's model, oh my god, that thing is horrible looking. That thing is
you
like-
mean the Sonic Duck?
Yeah, it's like super low res and looks awful.
Everybody Super Sonic Racing. I don't really like this remix.
Shadow Underground.
Hey, I'd watch it.
Would they really make that thing?
No, they
They're
wouldn't.
really trying to... I mean, no, because I mean, like, they're trying to go for, like, with Underground, they were trying to go for that more, like, serious tone.
Well, no, you
to
say
Sonic.
that, but it's sort of like in between,
It's
like,
like
Satayam and Adventures. It's weird. It has a very unusual tone.
It's like very serious. It's like trying to go serious,
But then it's also
but
like,
then it's also like goofy and dumb sounding.
yeah, and it's also like more goofy and dumb than like say Satayam, which takes
Yeah.
itself, like, no, I wouldn't say deathly serious because like I don't like it when Sonic takes itself deathly serious, but it's definitely
Also, that show ends with them just killing Eggman.
Which one?
Underground.
Well, no, because you hear him go like Hedgehog,
And then his like base just blows up, and Sonic's like, yeah. And then it just ends.
and
They
they
just- they just-
made a vow their mother will be found, even though it wasn't.
No, they never found her. They're like, oh well, I guess we just killed Eggman by like, just like bombing his base and he
With
just
the
died.
power of music or
The
something.
power of music. No, they like hijack these like transporters, which are supposedly filled with bombs, and they're like, let's just crash these into Eggman's base, and then that's just it. They do exactly that.
So, Kaku, even just counting the time to assemble the PC, it was yeah, that's kind of how I feel. That's why I bought a gaming laptop. It was actually originally just going to be so I could edit videos better, but then I'm like, you know what, I can also like stream games and whatnot on this thing. And you know what? Other than, I think we had some frame drops earlier in the game. I don't know how it's been on the stream. It looks fine to me. It's been running pretty well. It's been streaming games pretty smoothly. I honestly, with how many first meeting PCs do these, I think I won't be satisfied until I assemble my own. Kaku, you don't have to measure yourself by the standards of other furs. It's all right, man. Just because other furs are building their ridiculously expensive rigs, that doesn't mean you have to.
Holy, did you just see him, like, tweak out?
You mean get sent, like, flying, except it's not quite in the right direction?
No, except it looked like this model just, his rig just broke. Look at that effect that they just,
oh, crap.
That effect that they recycled.
Oh, we got a notif.
Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Raccoon Star Mage is now following. Thank you, Raccoon Star Mage. Just as,
Do you want me to read the things when they come up?
I mean, if you...
So you can focus on the game.
If you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I also love that fire effect that they stole from Secret Rings. And I say stole when it's really just recycled. But whatever.
Okay, now here's a question. Okay, I like how Raccoon Star Mage just says yeet. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing to metal, just yeet. But now that you brought up Secret Rings, would you want them to have had, like, Secret Rings and Black Knight stages in this game?
Black Knight, yes. Not Secret Rings.
Well, you want to know why I think that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing? It's because, like, Secret Rings stages suck, obviously, but, you know what else had sucky stages? And there was my SH bomb for the day. Want to know what else had sucky stages? Sonic 06, and, you know, Crisis City in this game is pretty good.
And and I love how this mod encapsulates one of Shadow's favorite pastimes of kicking people in the face.
Roundhouse kicking.
Back to the back of the head. Which I'm, like, shocked Silver did not get a concussion and was just out for the rest of the game.
These little character challenges are cute. Unleashed Dark Stages.
She just poofed it. What? She's trying to murder you.
Oh my god, Amy, that's not Sonic. Can you, like, imagine if somebody made, like, a mod like this where they like
where it's like this just turned into a survival horror game.
No, she's helping me go up.
Oh, okay, because it looks like she's trying to, like, just beat you to death.
That would be really funny. In fact,
like Amy just pops up behind you.
Can I just say the fact that, like, the popular Sonic creepypasta is about Sonic being, like, an axe murderer or something, or, like, some evil program that looks like Sonic becoming, like... How come it's not, like, about, like, Amy going insane and, like,
because it's
murdering everyone?
One, it would suit her character. Two, she has the giant mallet.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Why isn't it about, like, Amy becoming, like, an axe murderer?
What the heck happened there?
Oh, weird physics. That wasn't the mod. That's just the weird physics stuff in the game.
So she's just trying to help you, like, give you a boost into your...
Yes.
Okay, because it looks like she's trying to just, like, beat you to death. Like, she just teleports behind you and is like,
I don't like
personnel, Shadow.
I'm fine with Amy's voice, but, like, in general, not in this. It's way too Minnie Mouse for its own good.
Ash is better than Lost World.
No, it's about the same.
I like the new one, though.
Well, is it not?
One.
Yeah, is it not the same voice actors?
I guess, but I guess she had better direction.
Well, I think, like, in Sonic Forces and whatnot, there was more, like, inspiration for the performance from Sonic Boom.
Yeah, which, that, I would say, is my favorite Amy voice. Ironically, since it comes from what is widely considered as the worst game in the series.
Hot take, I still think Secret Rings is worse.
Well, because at least, Boom is playable.
Great.
Boom is at least playable.
But yeah, she could be on Dairy or something. I see Raccoon Starmage gets it, or Starmage gets it. Great Milk Steak. Amy calls Shadow Sonic. This mod is too... Right? It makes too much sense! The visual design is very cute, but the voice is good. For Cream, I like Cream.
I think Cream is fine. Again, Cream, I don't see. I don't.
Again, I like
Cream as,
I like most of the extended Sonic cast, so like.
I think for Cream it's been the same voice.
No, it hasn't.
No, they changed
No.
it since the
Yeah, they've changed
the 4Kids
it.
days.
Yeah. I don't know the specific name, but yeah. Where's the Knuckles mission?
I wouldn't be
actually like
surprised
this
if it was Laura Bailey. Honestly.
Laura Bailey is Blaze, I think.
I think she was Blaze, but I think they recast her.
I would need to look it up. Okay.
Shadow, you've got to help me find all my money. The Mafia's on my tail.
Help me find these shiny objects!
Help me find these Knuckles dollars.
Okay, thanks for stopping by, Kaku. It was great hearing
Bye,
from you.
Kaku.
Hugs! Everyone say bye to Kaku. He's a good dude. He deserves all the hugs. So I like how Knuckles can like dig in like these like metal bits and whatnot, but in Sonic Adventure he was all like, I can't.
Yeah, he has the hammer claw.
But except that he doesn't. He's not wearing the hammer claw.
glove or
He's not
whatever.
wearing them. Look.
Shh, don't think about it. Oh, you found a watch. You can pawn that off and sell it for a lot of money. The Japanese Mafia's coming to break his legs, apparently.
So how much do you like? I like the name that that Raccoon Star Mage gave. They're literally just echidna coins. But now I'm wondering, how much are echidna coins worth compared to rings?
At least 13 yen.
Are they legal tender in Sonic Land, do you think? Or do you think they're just like Chuck E. Cheese tokens?
I think they're like Chuck E. Cheese tokens, but you can trade them in for like actual money. So like you go to Sega of Japan and be like, I have this many echidna dollars, and they'll give you like a small amount of yen for them.
Congratulations, you got like a yen for
You got like
50.
13. You got like 13 yen.
Also, can I just say I love this remix? I think it's from Sonic 3D Blast.
You got 13 yen. Unfortunately, that's not going to stop Kiryu from coming to beat you up. I mean, they could do it. Sega owns both properties.
Where's Sega versus Capcom, and how come I can't get an interaction with Kiryu threatening to break Ryu's legs?
I want, like, Kiryu to just be transported to the Sonic world. And
Okay, but
like,
does he stay human, or does he become does he become like an animal?
no,
and if he does-
he stays human. This isn't Equestria Girls.
Or if he becomes a human, does he get like the Sonic Unleashed art
What
style?
do you mean if he becomes?
No,
a
if he
human?
stays human, no. Obviously, Kiryu's actually.
What the
Wow. Okay.
What the
Oh no, you want to know what that was? That was me fucking up the button placement. That was my bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that was me. That was me being an idiot.
you said the bad word.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna start this one over. What did I say?
You said the bad word.
Every time I drop at least one F-bomb. Even though I see you saying, I'm not
Look
gonna
at
do
this
it.
photograph.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, and then I do it.
Oh no.
I'm starting to think, why should I even bother? Why should I even like bother? I should just put like a rating on like my streams. Like, by the way, these are not like my videos, or something.
I
'cause,
mean,
like,
that's your call, babe.
anyway,
Anyway, we need to collect all these echidna coins again.
Oh,
Like imagine that, like Kiryu gets into a fist fight with Knuckles, the fight of the century.
okay, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, if as I said before, swear in French. I don't know enough swears in French.
I mean, I could swear in Spanish.
Well, let's not. Because I don't know how many, like, Spanish folks are watching. So. My bad take. Shadow is just Cosma Kiryu in the Sonic... Not really.
He's more like Majima. He's kind of more like Majima.
Admittedly, my knowledge of Yakuza is very limited, so... I have not played any of it.
If I had to say that there is a Yakuza character who resembles Shadow, it would most likely be Majima.
Was Majima, like, a main character in one of the games?
He is a reoccurring character. I think you do play him several times in the series.
Wasn't he the one played by Mark Hamill that one time?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the English dub of Yakuza that doesn't exist.
Yeah, because they only, like, dubbed one of the games in English, and for some reason they got Mark Hamill.
Which I think he does a great job.
Hi, Shawnee! Everyone say hi to Shawnee.
Hi, Shawnee. Like, it's to the point, like, you know how Harrison Ford, like, denies that he was ever in the
Star Wars Christmas
the
special.
Star Wars Christmas special? Yeah, apparently Mark Hamill just forgot he was Majima in the
Well, okay, that's
Yakuza
okay.
thing.
Yeah, we're doing well, Shawnee. But babe, to be fair, why would he remember being in Yakuza?
I don't know.
Harrison Ford is obviously lying.
Yeah, Harrison Ford's obviously lying because Harrison Ford is just tired of living. Let's be real. It's not that It's not that I think he hates acting, but the man is tired.
Oh god, he's tired of everything.
Man just wants to like go to his like obscenely gorgeous private island in the Bahamas and drink some iced tea and just forget about all the problems of the world.
And forget that he was ever in Star Wars, or
Yes.
Indiana Jones, or anything.
Well, the newer Indiana Jones. The classic ones, I think he still remembers fondly. But like Crystal Skulls, he's like,
Which
No.
I am the only person in the world who likes that movie.
even though it was just a front to sell Dan Aykroyd's body.
Which, can I just say, I love that idea. And I'm sticking with it. I like that idea.
That it was just a publicity stunt
Yeah.
by Dan Aykroyd.
So I still somehow got S on that.
It's because you're super.
So Milksteak's response to your thing about Majima is that Majima's more of a wild card. Kiryu's a guy who acts tough and broody, but is a good guy at heart, similar to Shadow. Which,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that, in that regard, that would kind of make sense, yeah.
no, I didn't want to try again. I didn't want to try again. The stream's a freaking train wreck, and I love it. Actually, most of my streams, like this past little while, have been train
Oh,
wrecks.
babe, they're awesome.
No, you misconstrue. That's what makes them awesome. Okay, so I got all the keys, which means I can... Oh, actually, before we could do anything, I want to show off the DLC for this game. The single piece of DLC. I don't know...
Sonic Pinball.
It is, it's, Casino Night... Oh, excessive tilting. Okay, is that a thing that happens in pinball? I don't know. I outside of like video pinball, I actually haven't played a lot of pinball.
I don't know. We need to ask the official League of Pinball, which I am pretty sure is actually a thing that actually exists.
And babe, I know you can't hear this now, but this remix of Casino Night Zone is so good.
I'll go listen to it.
Like, it's so good.
I mean, we can go play pinball if you want. We have House of Targ.
That's true. Is it even still open?
It's still open, as in it's still in business, but it's probably still closed because of COVID.
Well, no, I more meant, did it survive COVID?
As far as I can tell, it did.
I don't know how long...
Yeah, it's a house. For those of you who don't know, which I'm guessing is probably all of you. So
except for
basically-
Kaku, I think Kaku
except
probably...
for
Well,
Kaku.
Kaku's not on the stream anymore, so...
Well, Kaku would have probably known what it was. But but House of Targ, it's basically like a pinball lounge where you can go and play pinball and like other classic arcade games. It is basically an arcade, except you can also eat pierogies there.
Yeah, it's not a bad place. They usually have, like, shows on and whatnot.
They really focus on pierogies, though. I think it's because like the...
Can I just be, like, the controversial guy and say that I don't like pierogies much?
Yeah, it's not fine. They have other stuff.
Oh, I know.
Though usually people go there for the pierogies.
I've never really liked
Which pinball and pierogies, it's a weird combination.
Well,
but it
I
works.
mean P and P, right?
It works.
But I really like this because it reminds me of this is gonna be weird, but it reminds me of Sonic Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the pinball boards in Sonic Adventure, which I really like, even though it is a little bit weird that they're required for progression. Whereas in this, it's just my internet cut out when you read my previous comments. I assume you said I'm 100% right and the smartest person on the internet. Is that gonna help you sleep at night, Milk Steak? Because if so, sure. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
accurate.
you know what? Okay, why
Look
not?
at that giant, like, golden statue of Tails. Do you think he stole all the money from Casino Night Zone and just smelted it into a statue?
Well,
of
considering
himself?
that in Team Sonic Racing, there's a joke that both him and Eggman have the exact same joke, where it's like, I've been banned from this casino for counting the cards. Am I still playing? Jeez. He melted down the Echidna. You know what? Yeah, that's what the
Yeah.
Echidna coins were for.
It's like you
Knuckles owes Tails a lot of money.
and he's hired Kiryu to break his legs.
Okay, getting back to Kiryu. If Kiryu did go to Sonic Land, would he become a Sonic Unleashed human?
That would be the call. I think. Let me think about that. But in the meantime, that would be the call to adventure. He gets a phone call from Tails, and is like, "I need you to find this guy named Knuckles.
Hey, Kiryu, can you break this guy's legs?
He's a stupid jerk, and he owes me like 1,000,000 yen."
I actually used to have a really good Tails voice. Then puberty happened.
I need you to find him and break his legs, Kiryu.
You think you could do that for me? I don't know what Kiryu sounds like, so... something, 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 I can't speak Japanese. Shadow, you okay there, babe? Okay, there you go.
Oh, you got stuck. I would love
Help!
that.
Someone help! I've been on this pinball board for half an hour.
but you know
I have no idea where I am.
I'm kind of shocked that there wasn't a Yakuza character in Sega All-Star Racing.
I thought Kiryu was in one of them.
Not to my knowledge.
I could have.
I would love for them to put a Yakuza character in that.
I thought Kiryu was in the second one. I might be misremembering. Oh, and that's all she wrote.
He's just there driving a car, but he's like, it's a big scowl on his face because it's not violent enough. This is a man who loves punching things. A man who solves all his problems by punching things to death.
Well, then why would he fight Knuckles? It sounds like they would get along.
He and Knuckles would fight just for the fun of it.
Okay, so you want to know what frustrates and confuses me? In Tekken, for guest characters, we got Noctis before we did Kiryu. Even though now that I'm thinking about it, Kiryu would actually make way more sense. I recognize it's like apples to oranges, but like, why is Noctis in Tekken 7?
Oh no, we're in the Velvet Room.
I like how Sonic's eyes are still red.
Yeah, oh, I just noticed that. That's really weird.
Oh no, I've got pink eye! In both eyes!
Trickster, welcome to my Velvet Room.
Hedgehog, welcome to my velvet room.
Why not? Why not he just goes through the light and then he just winds up in the Velvet Room and Igor's just standing
And
there.
Igor is
just-
Dr. Eggman.
I mean, he kind of looks like Eggman a little bit.
I like how...
Like if you put Eggman and Waluigi in a blender, that's you get Igor.
I hate that visual. I hate that you said that. I love...
Welcome to my velvet room.
My velvet room. I love that, I don't know if this was on purpose, but I think it's kind of a funny little, so I guess reference to the way that the series has changed. Where a Sonic takes his time to go like, hey, what's going on? And then he's not able to get into the room. I think that's kind of funny.
And there Shadow has to fight this thing that he's never fought before.
So, meanwhile, Sonic runs in, but then Shadow enters the room.
This is Gundam.
Oh, by the way, you attack its ass. Maybe we should start using the deep.
Remember in Sonic Forces how there were like 50 of these in the background?
Remember how
and
it
you
could
never
have been?
fought one?
Well, I mean, you kind of did.
It was just
But it was just a bit.
it was
before-
just a set piece.
It was just a QTE before you fight Metal Sonic.
Oh, great.
David Cage's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh no!
Ah, that's absolute pants. Come on.
Oh, you know what there should be? There should be a mod that changes the robot into more shoe. You want it? Bombs? Lamp oil.
Lamp oil. Nope. Bombs? You want it? It's yours,
It's
my
yours,
friend.
my friend. As long as you have enough.
Why
What the
did that
hell?
not hit? I hate this boss. Neat idea, I'm just not a big fan of the way that it's executed. There we go. You want emeralds? So what would that be? Robots, flickies. Emeralds? You want it?
You want it?
It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rings. Sorry, Shadow. I can't give credit. Come back when you're richer.
Come back when you're a little richer. And you killed it. He's nowhere far enough away from that explosion that would have killed him.
Shadow.
You know what? Yeah. This is a creature that fell from space and was just alive in the next game.
I like how I just barely didn't get S rank. Screw you, game. Well, then which? Okay.
Oh no, it's the Kingdom Hearts thing.
I can't. Wow, I can't believe this is
I
a
mean,
cross.
it kind of does look like a Kingdom Hearts monster. Ooh, the darkness.
I can't believe this game crossed over with Epic Mickey. I'm sorry.
Shut up, Xehanort.
T-Chep, what's fine? Oh, you see, Starmage had the same idea as me. It's the ink blot from Epic. It's the shadow blot. Yeah, it's the shadow blot from Epic Mickey. This game did come out a year later. But what's fine, T-Chap? So, in universe, do you think that your little Tails here is like, what the heck happened to the explosion? Yeah, it's Shadow. I'm sure he's fine. He survived stupider. It's weird seeing, like, Shadow do, like, all, like, the Sonic smiles and whatnot.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. Kind of wholesome.
Oh no. Xehanort's causing trouble again. Opening up them Kingdom Hearts.
Would Shadow be worthy of a Keyblade?
He'd probably just be like, this is stupid.
Sonic and the Black Knight mod where they're all changed to wielding Keyblades.
Oh, that could be easily done. Oh wow, that looks bad.
What did?
Just the big
black
purple
wall
the
of
big
nothing.
black wall of fog.
The big purple wall of nothing.
That looks awful.
Well, I mean, it's kind of just a wall. Oh my god, yeah, actually, that does look pretty bad. I like how it bounces me off of it.
Oh man, that looks terrible.
Wee. I like how, like, Shadow kind of looks like a ball of fire.
Yeah.
But here's kind of a weird thing. In modern game, when Shadow does the boost normally, he kind of, like, floats. But for some reason, whenever people, like, mod Shadow into these games, they make him just, like, skate. And I can't help it, like, why don't people like the idea that he floats when he does the thing? To me, it makes sense.
They all float.
Oh, yes. They all float down here. I don't know, it doesn't sound as funny when Shadow says it.
Down here, you'll float too!
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Oh, crap.
Well, I
You
guess
better
he'll
let
just-
the poor guy out!
Well, I guess he'll just sit on a thing and just take damage. Faster than airmail. So I guess Tails has like a postal service that he also runs?
Well, how do you think he got all the money that Knuckles
I mean,
does?
yeah, that would make sense. He has to make money somehow.
I like that we're making this weird Shadow Generations lore. Let's keep this going. So, where in Shadow's timeline do you think classic Shadow would be? Because, like, he woke up as quote-unquote modern Shadow.
He's the version of Shadow
Is this
that went back to give Elise the Chaos Emerald,
Well, then
or
why-
whatever stupid plot twist.
Well, then why is
it
he all
is in-
why is he all small then?
Cause shut up.
Or okay, here's my idea. Little Shadow here is the Shadow from the Ark. Like this is the Shadow that knew Maria and spent time with Maria. What he's doing here, I have no idea. Time travel is stupid.
But I thought Shadow couldn't age.
Shut up.
No, seriously. Then what? Then how does that explain modern Shadow, who's very physically much older?
Well, I don't know. Okay, maybe. Okay, here's my thought on that. Maybe it's not so much that he doesn't age, as that after a certain point he stops aging.
I love how that
At least in Shadow Generations lore, that's how it works.
I love how that balcony just had opened up to like part of the highway.
That VW bug is huge to you. Yes, I mean Shadow is. I mean, the Sonic. I think people kind of forget the Sonic characters, except for like Eggman and Big, and like yeah, except for Eggman and Big, and maybe debatably Vector, are all like pretty goddamn small.
Yeah.
Especially like classic Sonic, and in this case, classic.
Vector's such a himbo.
Well, no, I more meant like in terms of like height and whatnot.
I mean, yeah, but
like Dr. Eggman is like 6 foot something.
Oh.
What?
Did you see the platforms freaking out?
I mean, it's meant to be a visual indicator of when they're gonna flip over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because that just looks like the game's breaking. Oh no, it's the Popo.
But yeah, in the Shadow, I'm not saying that this is canon because obviously we're playing a stupid mod. But in the Shadow Generations lore, this is the Shadow that knew Maria.
Chow in Space, the search for Tikal.
Chow in Space 2, Chow is pissed.
Chow in Space 3, Revengeance.
Chow in Space 4, Chow into Hood.
Chow in Space 5,
what if
Hedgehog Eater?
What if modern Shadow's not older and being in the tube just stretched him out? I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's the explanation.
I kept him in his first tube for too long, and he got smushed up against the glass.
What? You've never seen a genius's wiener before?
Nah, well, once at the park. I love that they changed the loading screen animation.
That's Shadow. Yeah,
that's a nice detail.
Yes, actually, I would
Well,
like to destroy because I don't remember. Okay, okay, yeah, it's still the Y button. Okay. I like how he did like the happy little thumbs up. So,
Whoa!
is Shadow Generation Shadow like significantly less angry and depressed?
Yes, he finally.
Okay, game. Whatever.
He finally took Amy's advice and just shut up and went to therapy. And he's a much better person for it now.
So what was it? Was Shadow just like, I am the ultimate life form, and then Amy's like, no, you're not. Go to flippin' therapy.
And then he's like, and then Eggman's the therapist.
So, Shadow, let's get to the root of your problem. Where do you think it all began when everyone I knew died?
Well,
You're just a bundle of fun, aren't you?
Well, I mean, that would make sense.
Eggman would be a goddamn terrible psychiatrist.
I mean, he's gotta make his money somehow.
I figured it was through, like, embezzlement and shit.
Oh, most likely.
Wow, I pressed the Y button and it didn't do anything.
And,
Okay, game, whatever. You know what? I don't care anymore. Let's just go.
most likely, because, I mean, there is a little quip between him and Robotnik at the end. Yeah, Robotnik's in this game, like, classic Eggman. Spoilers for this game that came out,
But babe, nobody calls him that anymore. But yeah, and he makes a quip about having a teaching degree.
No, going back
to get his teaching degree. Actually, that sort of makes me wonder, what's Eggman's doctorate in? It's actually just
robotic engineering.
Wine testing.
Yeah, why not?
Cheese making, I'm trying to remember. There we go.
Probably like robotic engineering or
Probably.
computer sciences.
But it's probably a lot of things, honestly, considering his IQ is like 300.
He probably has like several.
Yeah. So what is your doctorate in exactly? Fine
Which
art
one?
appreciation.
He probably has one of those.
With a minor in pain!
He probably has one of those too, just for the sake of it. Oh no!
Ow, my head. Why am I not dead yet?
I love how he just caught that missile.
Well, I mean, that's not the craziest thing we've seen him do.
No, but like that timing was perfect. Oh.
What, you mean when I was saying, like, ow, I'm in pain?
I meant him catching the missile.
Oh, crap. Alright.
But then again, this
is not a good
Sonic,
run.
Sonic World, so everything is convenienced for these characters.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, imagine trying to drive on these roads.
It'd be like, oh, this goddamn city, I swear to God.
Why do we live here? Why do we live in San Francisco zone? Oh yeah, here's a weird little thing. The character you save in Speed Highway is Cream.
Is that because she had a cameo?
A cameo in Sonic Adventure
Sonic
DX?
Adventure
I get.
1?
Well, Sonic Adventure DX specifically. Maybe?
Blaze Road, ha, you get it?
E1, 2, 3, Omega Avenue.
Are you serious?
Yep, hang on.
Oh, that's the greatest.
There's something about Shadow and Cream being friends that's extremely wholesome to me.
Yes, that is canon. They are friends in the comics.
Well, now those comics are no longer canon. Thanks, Skin Benders. You see? Right there.
Oh my God.
Wait, when did Omega have a road named after him? Why does Omega have a road named
Now
after
this
him?
stage makes the most sense for Shadow.
Yes. Huh, you know, I never escaped from the city. I just went through a radical highway.
I'm going to rescue my friend Rouge.
But I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps a loading gun. So,
I miss this design of the robots.
well, these are gun robots.
Yeah, I miss them.
They're alright. I think they're a little bit bland. Honestly. I like how they look in this game, actually, where they're a bit more colorful and a bit more, I guess you could say, like, cartoonish. Oh.
I love that Gun just stacks, like, these boxes, and those people are dead.
Those people are dead. Gun are not the good guys.
Those people are dead.
Gun are not the good guys.
No, they're not.
I don't care what Sonic 06 is trying to convince, or Shadow the Hedgehog tries to convince me of. These are not the good guys.
It's like that picture of SpongeBob and Patrick, and it's like,
We did it!
We did it, Patrick! We saved the city!
We did it, Rouge. We saved the city. Imagine what would have happened if we didn't warn them about Sonic.
No, it's Commander, what's his face?
Commander Tower.
Commander Tower.
Which they never say his name in the game, by the way. You have to read the comics to know that.
It's like, we did it, Mr. President! We saved the world!
We saved the world.
Oh my God, he gets a skateboard?
Yeah, and it's
And
super
he-
jank.
And he immediately loses it. Oh, I'm shocked that didn't hit you.
It probably should have.
It looked
I'm
like it
alive?
did.
I mean, of course I'm alive.
We're ready to hit the... Oh, never mind.
Oh, damn.
What was that advertisement? Oh my God! Look at all these people!
It's
who are
somehow
just
even...
dying!
It's even more comical than it is in Sonic Adventure 2.
just causing like $1 billion in damage.
Why are they so adamant about catching, like Shadow like this? Well, actually, I mean...
Also, hey, characters,
Skate...
fighting.
Skate fast, eat ass. Yeah, that's right, Star Mage. You got the right idea, man.
That's the Shadow way.
I drive fast, eat ass, drive fast, eat ass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a rating advisor on this one. Remember, kids, it's cool to eat ass. Actually, that doesn't sound like something Shadow would say. It sounds like something Sonic would say. Remember, kids, it's cool to eat ass.
Actually, no, it sounds like something Vector would say. Or Jet.
Please don't make me try and do the Jet voice.
Remember, kids, skate fast and eat ass! And now they're dead.
Well, I mean, good. Good. Look at that wreckage in the back. That guy's dead.
That guy is incredibly dead.
Another reason I think Shadow is Sonic vs. Kiryu. Both have a wholesome relationship with a small child.
Yes, that's true.
You know what that reminds me of? According to Nintendo, Wario and Toadette are friends. And they have, like, amazing off-screen adventures together.
Amazing. Why can't we get a game of that?
I mean, lately Nintendo does seem to really like Toadette, so I mean, why
Didn't
not?
they, like, say some thing about, Luigi?
It's the goddamn...
Oh, it's the lowrider! Which the wheels aren't spinning!
Dun 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 dun. Anyway, what were you gonna say about Luigi?
That,
Why am I riding this? I'm faster than it.
I don't think I can see it on the stream, because if you want to keep this a G rated.
Well, PG-13.
A PG-13. Apparently they disclosed that Luigi is circumcised.
No, at first it was Waluigi, and second of all, that's not true.
Oh, that's not?
Yeah, no, that was somebody making
now
stuff
the
up.
Shadow's just defying the laws of physics.
Well, I mean, it's not the first time.
So, between you and that psycho in the gun truck, this city has so much...
San Francisco Zone?
San Francisco Zone just has so much damage done to it. Like, that train is gonna fly over and kill somebody.
No, it'll be fine. It's okay, we evacuated the whole city before anyone could get hurt.
But they left all their cars.
It's okay, they're all evacuated. Don't think about it.
Think about the economy, though.
No, it's okay. We look at all the rings. The economy's already in shambles. It really can't get any worse. Thanks, Obama. Or Sonic vs. Bill Clinton, I guess.
Thanks, Merchant Obama.
Thanks, Sonic vs. Bill Clinton.
Thank you.
Hey, a red ring. Now I can ruin another small child's Xbox.
Oh, there was a chili dog advertisement.
Do you think Shadow likes chili dogs?
He probably detests them. Just
Oh
for
no,
the
you
sake
want to
of,
know what?
like,
You want to remind
just
me?
because like Sonic likes this thing, I hate it.
You want to actually? It reminds me of I think when they did like the ask for team the Twitter ask for Team Sonic Racing, there was like a joke where Shadow said like, I would get mine with more peppers and more cheese to Sonic just to prove that I'm better than him. Which, can I just say, that's kind of symptomatic of a lot of, like, something I don't really like about a lot of the characterization in the modern games.
It's
Where
very-
it's like,
well,
it's very Flanderized. They're like, oh, well, Shadow is Sonic's rival, so now he's Vegeta.
Well, it's very much like the Kirk Thornton Shadow that really.
I know, but it's like, to me, being Sonic's rival never seemed all that important to Shadow.
Look at
It was more just an incident of the fact that they both keep kind of getting into conflict with each other. It was more so because universe dictated that they're rivals. Whereas I feel like in like newer games, they're like they really want to push Shadow as like Vegeta, and that's not
all
really.
these people are dead.
You know, maybe we could talk this out.
Look at this.
You don't have
like,
to murder all these people.
Look at this. What's that like? Look at this friggin' like Mad Max truck.
Yeah, why does Gun have a Mad Max truck? And what?
Oh my god! I forgot it does that. Oh my god!
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Okay.
Millions are dead.
I somehow ran out of rings there, but okay, that's never happened to me before.
Millions are dead.
So I hope y'all have been enjoying like the worst run through of this game ever. Well, at least I'm not dead. So just real quick, just this kind of gentle, totally not pushing it reminder. Or you can tip some money, and you can also interact with the bot. If I can find the list for it, hang on. Gosh, hecky. Oh, there it is. I pulled it down for some reason. And you could interact with Fenbot by using these commands in the chat. Exclamation point, chop, bass boost, slide whistle, pet, give snacks, Twitter. Some of them cost points. Some of them do cost points to use, which are, like, for instance, if I was to, like, say, give snacks. and that costs me, I believe, like 50 snacks. Snacks are basically your points, and you get them by watching the stream and whatnot. Anyway, back to the game. There was supposed to be a command to show you how many points you had, but it's not in my thing for some reason, and I didn't want to spend any more time waiting to get the game started.
Rouge, shouldn't you be finding those Chaos Emeralds?
Do you mean Master Emeralds?
No, because remember that?
Babe, could you maybe turn off the music?
I did not turn that on.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, please don't play licensed music, because that could get the stream pulled down.
I did.
And when I upload it to YouTube, I won't be able to monetize it, which is fine. I can't monetize any videos right now anyway.
I don't know what that was. The thing just started playing on its own.
Oh, look, it's Espio.
Remember? Yeah, Espio.
Remember when he used to do things? Remember when characters used to be allowed to do things? Wasn't that fun? Okay, so now we're in Sonic Heroes land. Okay. Hey, chat, what are your thoughts on Sonic Heroes? Just kind of like a fun little bit of dialogue. What are your thoughts on Sonic Heroes? Because I know it is pretty divisive. I also haven't been quite as interactive during this little stream, and I want to be a little bit more interactive. Because I like talking with you guys. It's like half the fun.
Underrated, but not that great. Says Raccoon Star Mage. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I like Sonic Heroes well enough. It's good. It's fine. It's kind of jank, and I find like that the levels are way too long, but I like it. It's fine. I like that As Per Normal, Team Dark has like the best storyline. And that's another reason why I get kind of frustrated with like more modern depictions of Shadow, because he was like one of like the best written characters in the series. And my momentum is acting all like weird, and I can barely turn in the air for some reason. One of the only Sonic games I played as a youth, not a fan. I can kind of get why. It is jank is kind of the problem. It's a smidgen jank. Ow. How did I not even notice that that was a platform? Or I mean that was a whatever. English is not the easy good. So this is one of the levels that if you know what you're doing, you can actually break the game's engine. You can actually like, get far enough that the level like graphics won't load in properly. It's not exactly easy to do, but I just think it's funny that you can do that. I will say I do like the Sonic Heroes stage in this game. I think it's really nice. It's got like bright color, because I've always really liked Sonic Heroes aesthetically, at least. So, what you doing, babe?
I'm just getting up.
Okay, but I've always really liked it aesthetically. So seeing it in a graphical style that's more like high like resolution and whatnot, it's pretty good. I remember hating the level design. I think that for me the issue was less the level design and more a lot of the time I feel like Okay, so apparently we're getting Sonic 1 in this biznitch, and we're having the spike glitch. Sure, game, whatever. Crap. But yeah, it was more so stuff like enemy placement and whatnot that I found to be frustrating. The actual core level design I mostly thought was fine until like the second half of the game where levels get way too... I'd say the second half of the game. It's more like... Honestly, it starts around like Rail Canyon, but then it gets like really bad towards the end where it's like really long stages. That's one of the reasons why, like, even though I prefer like the storytelling for like Team Dark, even that's not like amazing, it's just better than all the other characters. I prefer playing as Team Rose because the stages are cut down, and I actually feel like that's what the standard stage length should have been. I'm just gonna check something super quick. Anyway, back to the game. Sorry, I just needed to check something super quick. It was kind of just a weird thing.
You're gonna go save Matt Mercer.
Is it Matt Mercer in this game?
No, it's not. It's Troy Baker.
Yeah, it's Troy Baker in this
Never
game.
mind, not Matt Mercer.
I know how the wall jumps work. They were already in Green Hill Zone. I don't know why you're telling me how wall jump works
Because
now.
Omochao needs to tutorialize everything.
You can. Well, here's the funny thing about that. You can actually turn like Omochao properly on, and he will give you like tutorials while you play the game.
Okay.
Okay, game, whatever. All right.
Okay, that was weird.
That was stupid. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of glad that like in like Sonic Colors and in like Forces, they don't have the jump dash, because honestly, I find like in like the Boost games, the jump dash isn't very good. It's kind of stiff. Versus like in Sonic Adventure 2, I think it's a good way to start building up speed and whatnot. It is not in the Boost games. Like, you still have the homing attack. Homing attack's great, but like, I never like how the jump dash feels in these games. It always felt like kind of stiff and. I played Sonic Heroes 15 years ago when I was a dumb child. It may not be that bad. It's alright. It's, I'm not sure I would recommend going back to it if you didn't like it as a kid, because that's kind of a big reason why I'll freely admit, a big reason why I give it a bit more of a pass is because, like, I have the nostalgic warm fuzzies for it. Okay, game, whatever. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying the most death-tastic playthrough of this game so far. I feel like Dark Side Phil. Alright, but yeah, that's kind of a big reason why I still kind of enjoy it, is I have like the nostalgic warm fuzzies for it. I remember getting on the GameCube and really liking it as a kid. I don't feel like it holds up to scrutiny, but for the time I feel like it was okay. I feel like a lot of people do kind of exaggerate some of its issues. I don't even think I've ever, like, when was the last time I've seen this route? But anyway, alright, I guess we're doing the kart racing. So I guess Blitzio left.
I'm right here.
Oh, where are you?
Just lying down.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, look, it's a prototype for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. Vroom vroom. Yeah, Shadow go vroom vroom vroom. Oh, here's a little detail I like. When we get into the second part of the stage, that's kind of more based on the second of this stage type in Sonic Heroes, it changes to that stage's music. Like, it transitions into that stage's music. That's cool. I wish that the game did things like that more, but just doing it once, I'm perfectly okay with. I just like little details like that, especially since Sonic Heroes has like really nice music. So, I mean, most Sonic games do. I don't feel like that's particularly shocking to reveal. Like, even like Sonic 06, that game sucks, but it has really, really good music. Probably better music than it deserves, honestly. Oh, okay, I guess we're doing this now. Okay, I guess that was a hole. Okay, sure. Okay, game, whatever. Alright. Well, there goes the top route, so I gotta go into the water. Or not? Okay. That is something I like about Generations, is that something I feel like that like Unleashed doesn't do as much, is that there's a lot of like different branching paths and whatnot. Colors does a bit of that, but it's more based on whether or not you want to use the wisps. which I think is a kind of good way of handling that, especially for a smaller game like Colors. But you know, I like how in this game it's just you can basically go through most of the pathways if you like, most if not all. Like you can go through all the pathways with just your base moveset if you know what you're doing, and I appreciate that. You don't need like a power up or whatever, and you know, it's I don't know. I like that. I feel like that it doesn't distract from the core, I guess, movement. I don't know. I can't speak English right now. Sorry, there's like a fly and it's like buzzing around my head. The story is so engaging, guys. We rescued Troy Baker.
Yay!
Okay. Speak up, SBO. I can barely hear you. Excuse me,
SBO. You can speak up a bit.
Let's go do some pointless challenges. In fact, we just rescued SBO. Let's do his challenge. Only the searchlight can reveal SBO. Face him and get to the goal in time. So I don't remember what this mission is. So I guess we're fighting him. This kind of seems like a waste of time. Oh wow, he just kicked the crap out of him. Why are we attacking him? It seems this seems like an incredible waste of time. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be an invisibility effect on him. I don't know why it's not loading, but whatever, game. Oh yeah, this is Sonic Battle music.
Remember that game?
I do, it's pretty alright. It's just slightly jank.
I'm gonna go and say it's okay.
I like it. I like it alright. Okay, game. Game, sweetheart, honey. You need to homing attack the thing so we can hit the stupid chameleon. Can I just say that, like, the idea of you losing your stealth when you're hit by a searchlight is extremely dumb if you're a master of stealth.
Yeah, that's stupid.
SBO, you're terrible at this. I always kind of felt like he was a bit of a poser. I don't know.
SBO, you might not want to quit your day job.
Well, no, his day job is that he's a ninja and a detective.
Well, then, I don't know.
Oh, wow. The frame rate all of a sudden. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's up there. What a weird place. Oh, okay, he's over there now. I like how he's like, how dare you? You're the one who challenged me, you jerk. Okay, enough of that, I guess. Well, that sure was a mission. I like the Sonic Battle music. I don't know why it used Sonic Battle music, because, I mean, I was fighting Espio, who wasn't in Sonic Battle, but alright. Oh, and I got the Toxic Caves remix. Cool. No, no, Shadow, don't do this to me. Oh, yeah, this is kind of unfortunate. When you do, like, the rival battle with Shadow, Because obviously Shadow can't fight himself. Instead, they make it like one of the multiplayer androids from Shadow the Hedgehog. And that's kind of cool, but I wish it was Sonic. I think that would have been kind of neat.
I would have just liked it to stay a Shadow. Because then it's like you're fighting yourself, both literally and metaphysically.
Oh, it's a persona! I like how the texture on the Shadow android is significantly worse. I also like that regular Shadow is voiced by Jason Griffith, but the Shadow android is voiced by Kirk Thornton. I don't have anything to add to that, I just thought it was kind of funny. Oh, no. Oh no, he's gonna get the big dumb light ball before me. Yeah, ugh. Okay, did I not get the big dumb energy ball? Okay, then that was weird. So you want Shadow to fight his Shadow? Oh, milk steak. Would you say that it's shadow boxing?
You know what? Yes. Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
I'm sensing dark times ahead.
Okay, yes, but you don't have to throw shade.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm just a shadow of my former self.
You should go listen to some Linkin Park.
So I should point out that the Chaos Emerald that we get from fighting Shadow is the 4th Chaos Emerald. I'm not going to say anything else beyond that. I'm just going to let it speak for itself.
Damn it.
And it's the same color, too. Damn it, Blitz! I was literally typing shit. You hurt T-Cheap's feelings.
What?
You hurt T-Cheap's feelings because they were literally about to make a joke about throwing shade.
Oh.
Here, let's get Cream to help. The only rings are the ones Cream draws for you. Get to the goal in time.
I'm sorry, teacher.
Wait, I bet. Oh, okay. Wee. It's okay, baby. Oh, he forgives you. So, okay, so I know, like, Cheese and Chocola, though Chocola's not here. Who are these other Chow? Dang. Ah, dang it. Oh. I was trying to do a no-hit run, but as per normal, I messed it up. I was so close to the end, too. Oh, well. Try again? Nope. I feel like that one time was enough, thank you. And I got both the key and the weird music symbol at the same time. I don't know why the bonus content is represented by music symbols when it isn't always music, but okay. Sure. Sure, Sega, if it helps you sleep at night.
They wanted to make you feel like you're playing the Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, and Rouge. I have to do the Rouge mission. That's just... Oh yeah, this is the weird one where like the robots are horny for Rouge.
Oh no!
This is so weird. Why would Eggman program lust into his robots? Like there's a reason to figure why they would like why he would like program like pain and like fear. Why lust? Like Eggman, what are you okay, honey? Like what are you trying to tell us? Do we need to have a talk? Huh? Oh jeez.
Eggman, wake up! You've been in a coma for 17 years.
That'd be some nonsense if it just turned out that like Eggman was in a coma for like the past few years. So I guess Sonic Forces didn't actually happen. Which I mean, oh well. Rouge is just that high. She's like a 6. I don't know, I always thought the fact that she didn't have like any fur on her body was like really weird. She's also just not really like my type, like that femme fatale kind of character I've never found all that attractive. I like how even my best, I like how in the Shadow Generations lore, even his best friend is confusing him for Sonic. Don't kink shame Eggman. Milksteak, what? I had to read that out on stream. Yeah, you hear Blitzio choking in the background? Yeah, mood. By the way, he's fine, I think. Are you fine?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you okay? Did the idea of horny Eggman not actually kill you?
No, I'm just always in a state of dying.
Well, I mean, if we're going along with the Shadow Generations theme, we're all dying all the time.
Why are we here?
Just to suffer.
Just to suffer.
I don't think I actually had to destroy other robots there, but whatever. I mean, they were all like eyeballing my best friend, and I just can't have that, you know? Like, that's not cool. You gotta treat her with respect, all right? You can't just eyeball her and like you can't just do that. That's disrespectful. So wait, I only got 2. I thought I got. Did I not do 3 missions? Did I not collect the key from the Kree mission? No, that's the rival battle. Yeah, I don't think I collected the key from here. There it is, okay. But yeah, I just executed for being... What, don't you mean executed for being horny? I don't know if I blew out the mic there. I'm sorry if I did. RIP headphone users. And now we're getting into one of my favorite parts of the game, the Perfect Chaos boss fight. Although, admittedly, with yes, T-Chup, I just made that pun. Admittedly, with the slightly weird physics of this mod, which again, I don't know why it changes the physics. Like a little bit. It's not like super different, but just enough to be kind of inconvenient. It could be a little bit annoying. Expect to see me die. But I really like this boss because it's basically just another stage, and more stages in this game is good by my book, you know? Also, there's just something really cool about, like, fighting Perfect Chaos. And it's, like, a more, like, properly interactive experience instead of just you dash into its crotch. And then you destroy its brain by dashing into its crotch because don't think about it. I hit enter 1 second before you said it. Oh, interesting, because it didn't show up until after I had said it. Maybe there's like a delay or something in the stream, I don't know. Oh, also, this is a really, really good remix of Open Your Heart. That helps too. Can't hold on much longer. It's a little bit weird that Sonic can just destroy Perfect Chaos without turning into Super Sonic, but, like, you know, whatever. Oh, you're on mobile, then yeah, it would probably be delayed. Now this part isn't as good because I find it's a little bit hokey. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Like, that was, like, what happened there? Like there was, like, a second thing I was supposed to, like, platform onto, but it didn't, like, rise up in time, I guess, and then I died. Like, I'm not a big fan of the second phase of this fight. I really like the first phase, because it's so good, and then the second phase just kind of, it's not bad, it's a little jank, which is unfortunate. Because I actually do think that the boss fights in this game are a pretty big step up for the boost games overall, which are mostly just a dash at the thing, or like awkward 2D platforming, or in the case of the Werehog, just sort of slap it until you win. Maybe do something puzzle related to open up its weakness, but then you just slap it till you win, you know? It's a little awkward. So, just getting a more, like, in-depth boss fight. I wish Sonic Forces did more of these. But it didn't. It was mostly just run at the thing, or in the case of Zavok, just wait for him to do something stupid and then hit him. So yeah, I should have gotten rank S there, but that final section is jank, and it got me a rank A. So, you know, thanks for that. Oh my god, my boy is so happy. Oh no, I got a rank B, because I guess I didn't get the best time. Whatever. I think that's my first rank lower than A this entire playthrough. Oh wow, oh the pop-in, oh my god. Oh, the pop-in, oh no. That was awful. It was so bad I'm distracted by how cute it was watching Classic Tales High Five Shadow. Babe, you should have seen the pop-in. You would have laughed so hard. Calm down, Jesus. Wait, who, me? T-Chep, did you mean me? Should I calm down? Oh, calm down game, Jesus. Okay. Okay, I thought... Yeah, no, the game popping! So what is the Shadow Generations lore for why he sometimes sounds like Sonic? He's you know what? I got it. He's pursuing his true dream of becoming a professional voice actor. Babe, did you fall asleep? Are you asleep, babe?
Sorry, what?
Are you asleep?
No, I just had my headphones in. It was just
Oh, okay. God, you wanted to join in the stream, you're wearing your headphones, you're ignoring everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to lie down for a little bit and I didn't feel too good.
You didn't feel very good, Mr. Stark?
No.
People still make that joke, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm good now, so I'll probably come back here.
Well, we're probably going to be streaming for like another 15 minutes, because usually I only do these for about 2 hours. Maybe a little bit longer if I'm in like a stage already, but like, we'll see. So yeah, anyway, we're in the Sonic 06 stages.
Oh no!
Yup. Thankfully, Crisis City is way better in this game than it is in Sonic 06. I actually really like Crisis City in this game. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not really ironic if it's just Sonic 06 sucks and Sonic Generations doesn't. What?
I don't know.
Was it just what I said?
Yeah.
Well, it does. It sucks. It's like...
It's a big pile of poo.
Why would they want to reference this Nightmare? Because they wanted to reference all, like, the mainstream games, except for Shadow, I guess, because I guess that's technically a spin-off, even though, you know, it has really lore-important stuff happen in it. So I don't know why they count it as a spin-off. Frankly, I wouldn't have minded a Westopolis level, actually.
No, because then they'd have to play the Westopolis theme.
I like the Westopolis theme.
The only reason you like it is because you've heard it like 7 billion
Well, no, I
times.
liked it when I first heard it, too.
Yeah, I know.
Like, when I was a kid.
And I think that's really one of the reasons why everybody remembers that sound part of the
I mean,
soundtrack.
it's not my favorite like track in the game. My favorite track in the game is it's one of the dark missions. I think you're like infiltrating like that one gun base, and it's like this kind of like it's like this really good kind of really somber track, but it's still like Sonic-y, you know. That's a difficult balance to kind of like to make, you know. Make your song like super somber and edgy, but still have it feel like Sonic music. Because Sonic music is not inherently like somber and edgy, so like.
They should have got Linkin Park to do the.
I'm actually surprised that there isn't like a Linkin Park track in that game. Because like, okay, I know some people joke like they couldn't afford it. No, Sega could have totally afforded it back then.
What they could? You don't think they could afford it now?
I don't know. Sonic Team could.
I don't know. I think they
Okay,
could afford it.
Milk Stick. Sonic 06 is the only Sonic game you've beaten. Why?
Oh dear.
I mean, I beat it, but I hate myself. What's...
The coolest part of that game is when Mephiles and Omega teleport to the beach, and like Omega just pulls out a machine gun and just starts blasting Mephiles to bits.
For those who haven't played that game, he's not joking.
That's the coolest part of the game.
I think the coolest part of the game is Shadow's ending. Is either Shadow's opening or Shadow's ending. I'm tempted to say opening because it's animated better.
Fun trivia about that bit. That is one of only 3 times in the entire canon that Shadow takes off his weird
inhibitor rings.
Power inhibitor rings.
It's no use! Yes. I will say, if there's one thing I like about Sonic 06 is that it introduced another character I really like, Silver. I actually really like Silver. Not so much in that game, but what?
We're out of juice.
There's no juice! What's your favorite color, Silver? It's chartreuse! Or, is chartreuse a color or a material? I don't remember. Crap. Ah!
Silver, did you finish your reports? Leave the pews!
Silver, how come you didn't like the mechanics of this game? They're obtuse! Yeah, Sonic 06 was the first game that featured Silver in it. It's actually crazy to me because that like because Silver was like one of the most like disliked characters, but like thanks to like better writing and like later things, I think people actually really like him now, which is good. I've always liked Silver, even though in like in 06 he's a bit annoying, but I've always liked Trunks, and he reminded me of Trunks, so like, you know. But like in later versions, he's like this absolutely sweethearted babu, and I love him. Especially like in like the IDW comics, he's so good in those. I know how that. Well, actually, I don't quite remember what that. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's A and B. Even I don't know why I had to check that because I used the stomp earlier. Oh, anyway, this remix of Crisis City, mwah, fantastic. This remix of Crisis City,
finest remix,
best in the city. Zag it. What does that mean?
I think Zagat is a.
I hope I didn't just say something really, really offensive, because I mean it is JonTron.
I think it's like a magazine or something that like reviews restaurants, and they have a very like prestigious rating or something like that.
Okay, so I didn't say something horrifically offensive.
No. I mean, it's no Michelin stars, but well. You know the Michelin stars are stupid.
I don't know what. Oh, yeah. No, they're just made up to sell Michelin
stupid.
products or something.
And it's like, hey, you get this many stars if you on your restaurant. Also, buy our cars.
Yeah.
That's literally the.
Can
whole
I just say who the hell would trust like a tire manufacturer on what like this restaurant's food is fantastic. So said the man made of tires.
No.
Like no one else thinks that that's a little weird.
Like I would trust Gordon Ramsay's opinion, because Gordon Ramsay is the best chef on earth.
In before the Rachel Ray stands. Do people still like Rachel Ray?
Gordon Ramsay could beat the crap out of Rachel Ray.
Where's my chef fighting game and why would okay? I want my chef fighting game and I want Sandra Lee to be in it and she's basically Dan Hibiki.
Does that mean we can get would that make Gordon Ramsay basically M. Bison?
I guess I was gonna say he's a Kuma.
Yeah, or Kuma, yeah.
Would that make Rachel Ray Ryu?
No, that would make Jamie Oliver Ryu.
Oh,
because they kind of have like a friendly rivalry going.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I wouldn't say that Ryu and Kuma's rivalry is
in that case,
friend.
I guess he'd be more like Ken.
Yeah, he'd be more like Ken.
He kind of even looks like Ken a little bit.
A little. I only trust the Michelin Man with all my important life decisions. Cheap, hun, I don't want to judge your lifestyle, but that's probably not a great idea. Have you seen the Michelin Man? He looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man if he got stung by a bunch of hornets. And the Great Milk Steak. To answer your earlier question, is because I'm weird and stubborn. Okay, yes, that's fair. I mean, I beat the Zelda CDI game, so I'm one to talk. But I beat Sonic 06 because I'm a fan, you know? Like... I mean, like, at least it's, again, better than what I did. I beat the Zelda CDI games. Those games are funny, like, because of their cutscenes. They are not fun to play at all. Sonic 06 is at least fun. Like, it's at least funny. Well, okay, I wouldn't say it's, like, fun, but it's funny to laugh at. At just how inept it is. Even though it's actually kind of funny. The level design for Sonic 06 is actually, like, at least for the Sonic and Shadow stages, is actually not that terrible. It's more so just, like, the controls and, like, the glitches and whatnot that ruin it. Oh, and the awful storytelling and the bug-ugly graphics and the terrible voice acting. You know.
The music is, like, the one good thing.
That tornado's carrying a car.
That car is carrying a tornado. Yes, Sonic, that's usually what tornadoes do.
I like how he's like, it's carrying a car, and it's like carrying all these other crazy debris.
Also, that tornado's made of fire. I think that's what you should be more concerned with.
Well, that's interesting. Well, actually, no, I think I already got the achievement for it. Oh my god, I got almost all the red rings in that level. I've been through Crisis City like 100 times. So when I first played 06, I had no interest in the franchise, and only because it's because I enjoyed it so bad. It's good things. Well, you see, to me, I feel like that's actually surprising, because to me, I figure it's really, like, fun for someone who's familiar with Sonic, but I couldn't imagine someone who's not all that familiar or all that enjoys that much about Sonic to really get anything out of Sonic 06 other than just frustration. Yeah, hell yeah, Blaze. Yeah, Blaze is one of the best characters. I wish they would make her playable again.
Yeah.
Like, I was saying this...
Well, they did. In Black Knight.
And, yeah, that was... Well, no, excuse me, that was Percival.
Oh.
That was Percival,
Literally
young
the
man.
same character.
Young man.
Literally the same character.
So I'm probably gonna go, like, I normally don't like this to go over 2 hours, but we've got, now thanks to checking out a lot of fan works, I'm interested in checking out actual, okay, well, if you'd like some recommendations, the classic trilogy, Sonic Adventure 2, though be warned, Sonic Adventure's pretty jank, but it's still a good game. Sonic Color, Sonic Unleashed, even though it does have the Werehog sections aren't great, the Sonic sections are really good, and it's very charming, it's a really charming game. Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, this game, Sonic Generations, is really, really good. The Sonic Advance games, more so 1 and 3. I feel like 2's not great.
You should play Sonic and the Secret Rings. That's Fox's favorite.
No, don't play Secret Rings. That's a good way to make you lose any interest in Sonic. It's so bad. It's like, at least Black Knight has like good characterization. At least Black Knight has like good characterization and whatnot. I guess Secret Rings has a bit of that, but not nearly as much.
No, Secret Rings had none of that. Secret Rings is... Babe, Secret Rings is barely playable.
No, it is. It's barely playable. It's actually funny. When it came out, people said it was, like, better than 06. I honestly think it's worse.
It's worse. Like, at least
06 has some ambition. No, okay. Calling it playable is a bit of a stretch, but at least it has, like, some ambition.
At least I can have direct control of my character.
No, you see, okay, the idea of having an on-rail Sonic game is not inherently a bad idea. It's the execution, because they make you, like, go, like, these missions and whatnot that require, like, precise platforming and, like, collecting specific things, and if you pass them up, you have to loop through the whole stage again, and these stages are, like, 2 or 3 minutes long without it, and I don't understand. 06 is a trainer even if you know nothing of... Oh, I know it's a trainer if you know nothing.
Professor
Pickles' lab. Do you think I ran over Professor Pickles' weird,
Do you think you ran over weird, like
Professor Pickle
Sonic
assistant?
The Hedgehog Rick Sanchez?
When Professor Gerald Robotnik be Rick Sanchez?
I guess.
But, no, I was thinking, I was gonna say the weird Professor Pickle assistant voiced by Jason Griffith. Funny to see it flounder like a dying I don't know, I just,
Oh, it's these things.
I'm not, like, obviously, because you had fun laughing at it. Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, is worse than 06. I'm gonna have to disagree there. I think that Shadow the Hedgehog is bad. I do have some warm fuzzies for it, because I remember when I was, like, a stupid kid, and it came out in 2005, so I was, like, I think I was, like, a 12, so I was just getting into, like, dumb, edgy stuff, and I thought it was, like, the coolest thing ever. But
I don't think it was bad. I think it was stupid.
No, I think it was bad. I just think in terms of formatting,
really
it was
dumb,
bad.
Like, it was. Again, it's one of those games where it's like so stupid you can laugh at it.
No, well, yeah, no,
like,
you can laugh at it
Heavy Rain
too.
Or Deadly Premonition.
Well, no, okay, Deadly Premonition, yes, but only really when I'm watching it with you.
We have to play that on stream.
We do. How would y'all feel about a Deadly Premonition live stream at some point?
Is Flint still here? I think he played it at one point.
Yes. The Sonic character has a gun. It's the coolest thing ever. It wasn't so much that. I didn't honestly think much about the gun thing. That really didn't faze me at all. It was the fact that it was Shadow, who I really liked, and it was taking itself so super seriously. And that's what I liked in Sonic at the time. I liked it when it was like super serious. Like, I really like the super dark stuff in Adventure 2. Even though now it's more like I appreciate the super dark stuff in contrast to the lighter stuff in that game and the campier, more anime kind of style stuff that's in that game. Whereas I think they both work together really well in tandem.
And I'm just saying they should take a mod that just puts all the voice clips of the real-time Snapcube dub.
I would do the announcement right now, but again, trying to watch the rating. I'll just say, I'm taking everything from you. Give me your phone. Yes, please play. T-Chep really wants you to play Deadly Premonition. Okay, so at some point, Blitzio and I don't know when, but at some point, Blitzio and I are going to play Deadly Premonition. And Great Milksteak, you unironically enjoy Deadly Premonition. That is very odd to me, but I don't want to insult. That's great. I'm glad that you're able to enjoy it. I can only enjoy it if I'm laughing at it with Blitzio. I can't stand that game. I know a lot of people do actually like that game unironically. It's so there's clearly something I'm not seeing. But you know what? I'm perfectly fine in my little bubble of blue hedgehogs. So like, you know, blue hedgehogs and Sims mods that let me walk around as my persona in his underwear.
For Deadly Premonition that replaces York
with Shadow. I would. Okay, if that exists, please someone point me in the direction of that, because if we could get like a theme going on with mods where I just play the Shadow version of them, that'd be so funny.
And Rouge is Emily.
Who would be Kaysen? Eggman?
Yes, that would work. Eggman would be Kaysen.
Well, okay, now I want. Okay. So if Kaysen is Eggman, who's the axe
George?
killer? Yeah, George. Also Eggman. Sonic.
No, that would be Infinite.
Not playing it, it'd be so enjoyable to watch. Probably not as much as to play. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's definitely fun to watch people laugh at. I'm. Here's the thing. I'm looking forward to laughing at Deadly Premonition. I'm not looking forward to playing it.
I think Knuckles would be George.
Why Knuckles?
I don't know. You know why? Because in the movie where he had
Quint is Eggman. Why is Quint Eggman?
Because Quint in the game is such a stupid jerk who's always like never in his house when you need him to be.
Well then, shouldn't Quint be infinite?
No.
A stupid jerk?
No,
He's the true villain. Okay, well,
true villain. The true villain.
I'm glad that we can all agree that watching the Super Best Friends play that game is better than actually playing it. I actually have not played Deadly Premonition, but I'm really not looking forward to playing it. I'm looking forward to streaming it and laughing at it with you guys. I need to buy it. I just don't know where I can get it.
We could just put this on your channel and I'll play it.
I guess. Is it on Steam? Because I know the remastered version came out on Switch. And I don't have a way to record Switch games yet. Are you looking forward to that sequel?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. It looks interesting.
It kind of just looks like the same game.
Well, you could say that about this game, babe.
Well, yeah, but this is like an... Well, okay. Is Deadly Premonition being, like, released as, like, an anniversary title? Are we gonna get Deadly Premonition Generations?
No, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be an RTS.
Wow, that sounds awful. I hate that.
Deadly Premonition, but it's an RTS.
Where's the game where I get to play as that awful transphobic character?
Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. If I do the game, I'm probably gonna have to put like a little disclaimer at the beginning and be like, by the way, the character Thomas is like kind of messed up. I'm super glad you knew about the Best Friends. Okay, hang on. The Best Friends playthrough, because the reason I wanted to see it again. Who would be those jerks in the vent? Who would be those jerks in the vent? You know what? I don't know.
You mean Diane?
I guess.
That'd be Blaze.
Cause like here's the thing, I don't quite remember what you're talking about.
I think
vent?
Things like the invisible enemies. I think those would probably be. Yeah, those would just be Blaze.
Why are they Blaze?
I don't know. Because
why wouldn't they just be Badniks?
Because Diane is like the art dealer, and I don't know, she's like the smoothest character in that game.
I guess.
So, yeah.
Wait, art dealer, mafia.
Oh no.
Golden Girls.
Oh no.
You were there for when Chris brought that up,
I was
right?
there.
Okay.
You know what other game we should play?
What?
Oblivion.
No, let's not play a bad game.
Okay, so you're willing to
Okay,
play
it's not a bad
Premonition.
game. I'm just being a
You are willing
jerk.
to play Deadly Premonition and
Also, yes, Milk
millions
Steak.
are dead right now.
Yes, Milk Steak. I know, I just don't have a way to record Switch games. Or to stream Switch games.
Let me see if it's on the friggin' Steam.
Oh, just short of an S rank! Oh, what a disappointing way to end the stream.
Babe, you did great. Babe,
What?
an A rank is still very good.
Could be better.
No.
I am playing as the ultimate life form. I need to be T-Chep, just with like everyone F in the chats.
What a himbo. Look at that big himbo.
Shadow agrees. Shadow thinks he's a himbo.
Yeah, Vector just radiates with himbo.
I guess that's like the last little bit of a Shadow Generations lore for the day. Shadow likes himbos. I guess while Andre... Oh, actually, did you find it on Steam?
My computer died.
Oh. Well, I guess keep an eye on my Twitter, which...
My Twitter.com.
Yeah, my Twitter.com. To see updates on that. Feel free to shoot me a coffee. I think that's the command. Yeah. And I guess last thing would be just a tip. I don't know. Do what you want. And I'm just gonna feed Fenbot for the Alright, there you go. Well, that's it for the stream today, I think. We went on for about 2 hours, 4 minutes, so a little bit longer than... Whoa! Okay, that was weird. So a little bit longer than I normally like to go into, but not for much. I guess I'll just... I don't know. I'll just... sit here and pose with Rouge. Nope, no, bad. I meant to press... I meant to press the duck button. No, that's the switch button! What? Shadow, why are you sliding?
Shadow. Why this?
You know what? I think this is a good place to stop.
Yeah. Just leave it there.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next Saturday.
Bye.
Love you all. Bye!